Hey, how's it going there, you old pal Jim, Super Picker Flippin' Duo? We are shipping. It's Wednesday. We've got some stuff to ship. Not a whole lot, but one of the items I'm not going to be able to ship. We sold this Ionic Breeze that I need a box for. I actually have to go get 2 or 3 boxes to stack into each other, and that light just came on. So yeah, so let's just put the camera down, get some shipping done, so we can get on with the rest of our day. So here we go. Camera is down. All right. So first thing we're going to ship is this Cuisinart lid and chute. We bought this while we were thrifting between games at my son's soccer tournament this past weekend. We bought a Cuisinart food processor for 20 bucks. We sold this for 30. So this one piece, I mean, minus the shipping and fees and stuff, but effectively pays for the entire unit. We also sold the bowl. I think we sold that this morning, so that's not going out till tomorrow because of how eBay decides to pay their sellers. So we sold those?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't been getting notification on sales.
Yeah.
Wow. Like, we're selling stuff and I have no idea that they're selling. So, which is not, I mean, it's nice to know when things sell, but I guess I don't necessarily have to know that things sell, but you know, it'd be good to know so that, like, if I have something like a double of something, I can come list its, you know, backup right away. Or not that we ever do that, but you know, just saying.
Do you know what we have doubles of?
No, but you do. Anyway, I really don't have a plan of discussion. Our video output has slowed down, and I'm sorry about that. I would like to put out more videos, but truth is we haven't really been going out as much. Gas prices are just through the roof expensive. We've had, you know, we've got things to do with the kids and stuff, and you know, we're busy, and these out-of-state trips, you know, when a tank of gas would cost us 45 bucks or so, it's now costing us like 70 to 80. So, or, you know, 70, you know, maybe not 80. I mean, if we took the Tahoe, it'd be 80, but yeah, so it's getting more expensive. We're trying to maybe limit or go out when we really have the opportunity to get a ton, which is not right at this very moment. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get to some more videos. But
Would you like me to help?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's going. Next up, we sold this reverse print shirt. Reverse prints used to be crazy popular. Not so much anymore. What I mean by reverse print, I don't want to undo the fold and all of that, but like, that's the outer and then that's the inner. So the inside has the vibrant color, where the outside is like what you would see on the inside of the shirt. Thus, reverse print. Sold this for 25, something like that. So,
Just sold a pair of pants.
and we sold a pair of pants. So clothes are picking up for us. Can I have one of those?
These?
Yeah. Which is nice, but we're listing more clothes, so that's bound to happen, you know. So. But we do have to go out and get more stuff, I think. We've just been hitting local stuff, and like when we do travel, like this past weekend for soccer, I'm saying we've got...
It's mainly big stuff.
Huh?
It's mainly big stuff. There's really not much there.
Yeah, there's not a lot there, but...
It's just bulky.
Right. We are utilizing Poshmark's Ground Advantage free shipping supplies. Their bags and boxes, such as that. That is from Poshmark. Of course, you don't have to use it for Poshmark sales. They're USPS Ground Advantage, 10 ounces. But you do have to use them for Ground Advantage. You could ship it. You could. Like if FedEx was cheaper, FedEx doesn't care what the package is, but I don't like to do that. That's not me. So next up, we've got this Napa Valley DVD CD holder, rather. Holds 20 CDs in there. Only got $18.75 for this guy. I thought I was selling the cassette holder that we just bought. We only paid $2 for it, so... And they're light. It's not, you know, it's not like we're losing money on it, but we're not making a ton of money on these right now. But those laser line ones, phew, those are where it's at right now. So anybody that's been watching us a while, you know, even the last week, knows that. So pick those up whenever you see them. And I don't even know what we're doing today. What are we never wake up with a plan. Maybe that's our problem. Like we just kind of wake up and just like, what do you feel like doing today? And then we do it. And we're kind of nomadic that way. Just wake up like, I feel like doing this. Let's go do that. And then we go and do it. One thing I did want to mention is if you guys are here for the video, obviously, you know, thank you. I really do appreciate you tuning in and watching. But really where the value of this channel is in its comment section. 2 pounds.
So?
Do 11 because it's bulging. The comments section of this channel is just amazing. Like just about every single video. Yeah, 11, 9, 7. And not that it goes off topic, it stays generally around the topic of whatever I'm discussing, or one of the topics that I'm discussing for that specific video. Next up is Taboo for Kids. I think I sold this for $21. Shipping to like Wilmington, just north of the state, so it'll ship super cheap. Anyway, a lot of times the discussion just goes deeper into whatever, you know, high level topic I briefly touched on. And it can be like, we talked about like how eBay's algorithm may have changed slightly based on location now, because we're noticing that, you know, we're getting more orders locally than we were before in some cases, you know, and, you know, just something like that to keep I didn't mention that on, I think I mentioned that briefly, not the algorithm thing. That was just something that's like, maybe this is going on. So, but stuff like that would be missed if you're not going through and reading comments. But a lot of the folks that tune in to these videos are very, very smart, and they know what they're doing, and they have a lot of good insight and comments, and can carry a discussion, which is nice. 2 pounds. $12, $9, $4. Ashley's getting impatient. Next up, we sold these Yeezy things. I had no idea these sold. I don't know what they sold for. We'll find that out in a minute. But yeah, if you are watching this video, or particularly an older video, like if you find an older video, come across it in your feed, check out the comments, because that's where, like, you know, I talk about stuff, yeah, but the real knowledge is in the discussion after the video. That's where the smart people talk, not dumbasses like me. Anyway, this weekend was a slow sales weekend. But we really didn't source during the week. We really didn't. I mean, we weren't around this weekend. It was just a blah state of affairs. And you'll see that in my upcoming, what did we sell? 3 pounds? $12, $9, $6. And yeah, so my son's soccer team won 2 games, lost 1 game. And he played okay. Not super fantastic, but you know, just okay. And he hurt himself in the first half of the first game, right? First half of the first game?
Yeah.
So he didn't play the second half of the first game, and then he came back for the second game, but he wasn't himself. He ruptured a blister on the ball of his foot. And when I say like, you normally, when you pop a blister, like the skin over the blister is still there. No, it wasn't. It was all open and raw and just really painful looking. And that's it, right? Wow.
Yeah, not much.
Yeah, really not a whole lot. So he hurt himself in the first half of the first game, and then he wasn't quite himself the rest of the way. We had to go buy him like new insoles and like blister pads, and then in the third game, 2 more blisters opened up on his feet. Like, it was just not a good weekend for his feet. So, but I mean, he still did okay. It wasn't, you know, crazy good. on Poshmark. We sold this prime blue kids jersey. I think we got $20 for it or something. Hmm? Oh. We got like $12 for it, sorry.
But that came out of our kids' closet.
Right. So this was a free, this was a zero cost item for us. And
15 or 12.
yeah. All right. So we sold it for 15.
Really big or one.
Yes. Sold it for 15. They took $3 because they got to get their, what's that, 30%. So the Goodwills that we hit out there, the one Goodwill was probably one of the better Goodwills in the area, I would say. Then the other one, not so great. So we bought a lot of stuff from that one. We both, I mean, we filled up the cart at both of them, but that first one was like this thing, like that horse. Let me see that horse. We sold this horse. We bought it at that Goodwill for. We bought it. I bought it for $2. Sold it for $28.50. Right. I don't normally buy stuff like this, but I saw it and I was like, for $2, let's gamble, right? Because at our thrift stores around here, this is like $5. And that's not worth the gamble. But now that I know that I can sell it relatively quickly, like within 2 days, for $28.50, like $5 is worth it then, right? So, but it's a weird looking horse thing. That'll ship out tomorrow. So anyway, we're going. That's all we got. Pick up the camera and do this the right way. So yeah, that's it. Kind of a slow sales day. I mean, some decent selling items dollar-wise. I think we had like a $350 day or so. Just didn't sell that many items. So that's not bad. You know, it doesn't have to be all volume every day. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all the happy horseshit. We will catch you next time.